Your goal, much earlier in your life, was to become the head equipment manager for your NHL hometown team. And you made it.
Yeah.
What did you think was left to achieve after that?
Nothing, actually. That was 100% my goal. When I started into hockey, I knew I wasn't good enough to play. Got an opportunity to get my foot in the door with the Winnipeg Warriors. From there, my whole goal was to be the equipment guy for the Winnipeg Jets.
April of '96, the Jets have been driven from the playoffs by Detroit, and they're done in Winnipeg. They're moving to Phoenix. What were you thinking?
Those were emotional times. I remember thinking, I will never stay in Winnipeg. It was, if there's not going to be pro hockey here, it's a minor league city, this isn't for me, you know. I'm going to become the ultimate American. I'm going to be out of here. But things change in your life. At that time, when the team was leaving, I then had 4 kids. Winnipeg was my home, and just didn't add up. Just didn't think it was good for my kids. I couldn't see my kids growing up. I just couldn't picture them growing up in Arizona.
When you think back on your days in Brandon, you had a 15-year-old kid there named Kevin Cheveldayoff as a player, and he relied on your support then, and he needs it now.
You know, our paths crossed in Brandon initially, and then he was cutting his teeth in the American League the same time I was trying to find my way in the American League. And I remember meeting with Chevy at the north end of the arena and asking his opinion. Do you think this is going to be perceived as a joke? We'd been through a lot together, and when you're in junior with somebody, you learn a lot about people, and you learn the people that you can count on and the people you can't. And he was one of those guys you learned you could count on.
One of the players that you were close to was Rick Ripon. You were part of a network of people who tried to help him through his mental health challenges, and tragically he took his own life. How did his passing change you as a person?
I don't think his passing changed me as a person. I think getting to know him changed me as a person. I had no knowledge if I had any experience with mental health and depression and anxiety. I got to learn about it with him and through him. Rip was just a good person.
Here's how we're going to finish. Let's say for some unknown reason this all ended for you tomorrow. Could you go back to being equipment manager?
Absolutely, in a heartbeat. And I sort of think that will happen at some point. I could see when I get to the point of being retired and being an equipment guy for a Tier 2 junior team, I could 100% see that.